Welcome student, my name is Kuldeep Singh Solanki and today we are going to discuss the method is Macaulay method, and this is used to find out the equations of slope and deflections. Okay, and the deflection method is also a double integration method. This is the second method. First is double integration method, and double integration method we have already discussed in previous lectures. Okay, and in this lecture we will discuss about Macaulay method. Okay, and Macaulay method is technique used in structural analysis to determine the deflection of beam. Okay, it is a technique to use the analysis of structural beam. Okay, and to find out the deflections equations or deflection. It is the modified method of double integration method. Okay, and use of Macaulay technique is very convenient. Use of Macaulay technique is very convenient for cases of discontinuous and discrete loading. We know that in our beam, if one loading is available, okay, so we can use the double integration method, but in several loading are available and discontinuous and discrete loading are available, so we cannot use double integration method because it is very complicated. Okay, so in this case we use the Macaulay method. Okay, general case of loading, the expression for bending moment varies from region to region. Okay, bending moment is, what is the bending moment? Bending moment is a force into distance. Okay, moment is force into distance. Okay, if distance are different, then moment will be vary. Okay, different distance, moment will be vary. Okay, constant of integration is constant for all region. Okay, constant of integration is C1 and C2 is constant for all regions. Okay, and rule for Macaulay method, first step is first point is consider a XX section. It cover all the forces acting on the beam. It means we are taking the XX section at where the all forces are covered. Okay, where all the forces are covered. Okay, and take separate moment of all the forces. All forces taking the separate moment. Suppose that this is the first force moment, M2 is the second force moment, and M3 is the third moment. Okay, and separated by this oblique. Okay, and add constant of integration in the first term of moment. Constant of integration is C1 and C2, add in first term, not to second and third and last. Okay, C1 is adding in first term. Okay, this is our third rule of Macaulay method. First is consider XX section. Where is consider XX? It cover all the forces acting on the beam. Second is separate the moment of all forces by M1, M2, M3. Consider separate moment and separated by this oblique. Okay, and end constant of integration. Add constant of integration in first term. Okay, so now we start. This is our first question. Calculate the following given below. First is deflection of beam. This is our simply supported beam. A and B. A is the hinge support, B is the roller support. Okay, and at C, distance from A is 1 meter, and D, distance from B is 1.25 meter. Okay, at C point load is 30 kilonewton point load, and at D 40 kilonewton point load are acting. Okay, and this is the middle distance is 2.75 and total distance is 5 meter. Total distance of beam is 5 meter. Okay, now deflection of beam under point load. Calculate the deflection under point load at C and D, because 2 point load are available at C and D, so we will calculate the deflection under point load. It means at C and at D. Okay, and slope at A, B, C, D. Calculate the slope at A, B, C and D. Calculate the slope at A, B, C, D, all point. Calculate the value of slope and maximum deflection of the beam. This beam will deflect like this. Okay, and we will calculate the maximum deflection is available, and first we calculate the where the maximum deflection is available and to find out the magnitude of maximum deflection. Okay, now E is the Young modulus of elasticity, Okay, 200 into 10 power 6 kilonewton per meter square. I is the moment of inertia. 7332.9 into 10 power minus 8 meter for. Okay, this is our question. Now it starts. This is our beam. First we need to calculate the reaction at A and B. I don't know the reaction at A, what is the reaction available at A and what is the reaction at B. So we need to calculate the reaction at A and at B. Okay. Now we know that the vertical forces, summation of vertical forces, this is our equilibrium equation. Summation of vertical forces equals to 0 and summation of movement at any point is equals to 0. Okay. Now first equilibrium equation is summation of vertical forces equals to 0. So in this case we have totally vertical forces, two forces downward, 30 kilonewton and 40 kilonewton forces is downward, and the reaction is in upward direction, RA and RB in upward direction. Okay, so RA plus RB both reaction are upward direction and downward equal to downward forces, 30 kilonewton and 40 kilonewton is downward forces. Okay, and 30 and 40 is equals to 70 kilonewton. This is our first equation, and summation of moment at A equal to 0. So now we will calculate the moment at A. Okay, so at A, RB force moment, 40 kilonewton force moment and 30 kilonewton force moment are available. At RA, we are calculating the moment at A. So reaction at A, moment due to reaction A equal to 0 because no distance are available from A. Okay, distance is equals to 0 for RA case. Okay, now calculate the moment at A. RB, first moment is RB. RB is the anti-clockwise moment. RB is a anti-clockwise moment, so it will take negative. Okay, RB and distance from A, because we are taking the moment from A at A. Okay, so distance from A, the force is RB and distance from A is equals to 5 meter, and this is anti-clockwise moment, plus 40 is the clockwise moment, 40 is the clockwise moment. Okay, so 40 and distance is from A, distance is 1 and 2.75, it means 3.75. This is a 3.75 distance. Okay, and 40 no 5 minus 1.25, this is our 40 kilonewton moment. We will take the moment from A. Okay, 40 kilonewton is clockwise moment. Okay, so it will take positive, and distance from A is a 1 meter and 2.75 meter, and 40 kilonewton distance is 1 meter and 2.75 meter, this is 3.75, and also we can write 5 minus 1.25. Okay, plus 30, this is the downward moment and acting as clockwise moment, and distance from A is 1 meter and equal to 0. Okay, solve this equation, 5 RB, and solve this term is 150 and this is 30. 30, 5 RB transfer this side. Okay, and 180 after solving this all this term, and we get the value of RB is equals to 36 kilonewton. Okay, this is our reaction at B. RB is equals to 36 kilonewton. Okay, and at A, put the value of RB. We know the value of RB 36 kilonewton. Now put this value of RB in equation number 1. Now put the value of RB in equation number 1, and we will get the reaction at A. RA equal to RB is 36 equal to 17. Okay, and R is equals to 70 minus 36 is equals to 34 kilonewton. Now we know that both reaction R is equals to 34 kilonewton and RB is equals to 36 kilonewton. Okay. Now next is taking the moment about x-axis section, and first we know the according to our first rule we have considered the x-axis section where all the forces are covered. So both forces 30 kilonewton and 40 kilonewton are covered in this section. Okay. Now consider the x section, and this is the x distance from A, x distance from A. Now take the moment about x section. Okay. In this case, three forces are available: reaction A and 30 kilonewton forces, and third is 40 kilonewton forces. Okay. Now taking the moment about x section, and separately moment are considered. And 34, our first force is 34 kilonewton and distance is x, and moment is 34 and x, and this is also clockwise moment. And 30 kilonewton is the anti-clockwise moment. It is the downward moment, it is a anti-clockwise moment, so it will negative. And distance from x section, this is total distance is x, and this is a A to C is 1 meter, so x minus 1 is equals to distance between C and x section, x minus 1. Okay. Now separate third moment is 40 kilonewton. Okay. Third force is 40 kilonewton, and this is also anti-clockwise force, so it will be negative. And 40 distance from D to x section, this is the total distance is x, and we know the A to D, we know the distance of A to D. Okay. Distance of A to D is equals to 3.75, and x minus 3.75 is equals to distance between D and x section. Okay. X minus 3.75. This is our moment. So we know that the deflection curve equation, we know that this is our deflection curve equation, is the modulus of elasticity, I is the moment of inertia. In both terms we call the modulus of rigidity. Okay. And d square y upon dx square is equals to m. M is the moment. Okay. Now put the value of m. M is the moment. Put the value of moment from the above equation, and we will get the value of moment deflection equation. Ei is equals to d square y upon dx square, and value of m is equals to, this is a whole value, put the 34 x minus 30 x minus 1 40 x minus 3.75. Okay. Now integrating once, if we are integrating first time this equation, and we will get the equation of slope, and if we are integrating this equation in second time, then we will get the equation of deflection. Okay. Now integrating in first integration, Ei is constant, d square y and dx square is dy dx equal to 34 is a constant, and integration of x is x square by 2, and plus c1. Add the constant according to our third rule, add the constant c1 in first term. Okay. Not to second and third, add this c in first term. Okay. And separated by oblique, and minus 30 x minus 1, the integration of x minus 1 is equal to, consider this whole term is x and x square by 2, and but it is not x, so now put the value of x minus 1 ka x minus 1 square. Okay. And integration of x minus 1 is equals to x minus 1 square by 2, minus 40 into, this is also x minus 3.75, this is consider this whole term is x, and we know the integration of x is equals to x square by 2, but actually it is not x. Now put the value of x minus 3.75. Okay. This is our slope equations. Okay. And integrating once again, if we are integrating once again or second time integration, then we will get the value of deflection. Again integration, Ai is a constant, dy dx, integration of dy dx is equals to y, and equal to 34 is constant, and integration of x square by 2 is also constant, and integration of x square is equals to x cube upon 3. Okay. Integration of x square is equals to x cube upon 3. Okay. Now x cube upon 3 and 2 multiply by 6, this is 2 already available, and x cube upon 3 and 2 is equals to x cube upon 6, plus c1, it is the whole term is constant, c1 is constant, so integration of c1 is equals to c1x, and second integration c2 is the second integration constant, and separated by oblique, minus 30 plus and x square by 2. Integration of x minus 1 x square by 2. So consider this term is x, and we know the x is integration of x square is equals to x cube upon 3, and 3 and 2 multiply by 6. Okay, now integration of x minus 1 का whole square, x minus 1 whole square divided by 2 is equals to x minus 1 cube upon 6. Okay, minus 40 into integration of this term is equals to x minus 3.75 cube upon 6. Okay, this is integration of first time integration equation, this is the slope equation, and this is a second time integration equation, this is deflection equation. Now we have to find out the value of C1 and C2 and put in this equation 3 and 4, and finally we get the value of slope and deflections. Now we know that in this beam we know that x is equals to 0. X is equals to 0 means x is start from a value of x, this is x, start from a, x is equals to 0 means at a, it means at support. Okay, x is equals to 8, x is equals to 0 means at a. Deflection is 0, and we know that at support deflection is 0. We know that at deflection at support deflection is 0, and at supports slope is maximum. Okay, consider only first term. Okay, in this case we are taking only first term because our x is equals to 0 is between from a to c. X is equals to 0, it means it is range between a to c. Okay, so a to c only one force is available, reaction force is available. A to c one force is available, only reaction force. In C to D, in region C to D, two forces are available if we are taking the any moment and slope or distance. Okay, from C, in C to D, in range C to D, and we are taking two terms by this reaction and by this 30 kilonewton. If you are taking the range between D to B and you are taking all the term, this is reaction 30 kilonewton and 40 kilonewton. At here we are taking x is equals to 0, the distance is x is equals to 0, it means x is equals to 0 means at a, so it is the range between a to c. So in range a to c we are taking only reaction forces. Okay, so from the deflection equation, from the, and we know that at support deflection is equals to 0, and from the deflection equation 4. Okay, this is our deflection equation. Equation 3 is the slope equation, and equation 4 is deflection equation. Okay, and ei, put the value of x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 0. ei 34, 0 cube 6 upon 6 plus c1, this is the x, value of x, plus c2. Now after solving this equation, we get the value of c2 is equals to 0. Now see in this figure, this is our equation, slope equation or moment equation. Okay, this is the first term of moment, this is the second term of moment, and this is the third term of moment. This is the first term moment, the range of first term moment is a to c. Okay, if we are taking distance x a to c, then we use only first term. Okay, if we are taking the distance, if you are consider the distance c to d, if you are consider the distance between c to d, and in c to d distance two forces are available, two moments are available due to reaction and due to point load 30 kilonewton. So between c to d we are taking two terms, first and second. If you are consider distance between d to b, distance between d to b, and in this distance three forces are available, moment due to three forces, reaction forces, 30 kilonewton forces, and 40 kilonewton forces are available. So in this case we are consider all the three terms. Okay, first term only a to c region, second term is in CD region, first and second term, and DB region all the terms. Okay, now next is for, in this case we are taking x is equals to 0, So x is equals to 0 means in AC region, in this case we are taking only first term. Okay, so this is our first term of deflection equation. So in this case, find out, solve this equation, and we get the value of C2. And we also know that x is equals to 5. X is equals to 5 means this is our total beam is 5 meter. So x is equals to 5 means at B. At B, it means another supports at B. Okay, and deflection is also 0. We know that at B supports are available. So value of deflection is equals to 0. In this case, this is the region D to B. Okay, at B means region D to B. In this case, we are considering all the terms. Okay, consider all three terms. From deflection equation 4, this is our deflection equation, and put the value of x is equals to 5 meter and deflection y is equals to 0. And in this case, put the value EIY plus 34. This is the x value 5 meter upon 6. C1 is the x value 5 meter, and this is the C2. C2 is, we already know that C2 is equals to 0 minus 30 into 5 minus 3. This is the value of x, and put the value of x and y, and after solving this equation we get the value of C1 is equals to 75.1, negative 75 minus 75.1 kilonewton. Okay, after put this condition in deflection equation and solving this equation, and we get the value of C1 equal to minus 75.1 kilonewton. Okay, and value of C1 is equals to minus 75.1 kilonewton, and C2 value of C2 is equals to, value of C2 is equals to 0, and value of C1 is equals to 75.1 kilonewton. Okay, now put the value of C1 and C2, because we know that equation number 3 is our slope equation and equation number 4 is our deflection equation. Now put the value of C1, C2 in equation number 3 and 4, and we get, this is our final slope and deflection equation. This is our deflection equation, this is the value of C1 and all the three terms, and this is the equation of deflection. This is 75.1, this is the value of C1, and value of C2 is equals to 0. Now this equation, the above equation is known as slope equation. Equation number 5 is our final slope equation. By the help of this equation, we can calculate the slope anywhere on the beam. Okay, and this is our deflection equation. With the help of this equation, we can calculate the deflection anywhere on the beam by simply by putting the value of x. Okay, if we are putting the value of x from value of x from A to C, then we use only first term C to D, and we use both the term, and C to D use all the three terms. Okay, and this above equation is known as deflection equation. Okay, now our first answer. Okay, in our question we have three questions. First is deflection at C and D, and second question slope at A, B, C, D, and third question is maximum deflection. So in first question we will calculate the slope, we will calculate the deflection, sorry, not a slope. This is the first question is deflection at C and D. By the help of our deflection equation, we can calculate the slope, we can calculate the deflection at C and D. Okay, now deflection at C, deflection at C means put the x is equals to 1, put the value of x is equals to 1. Okay, then x is equals to 1 means at C, and y, the deflection, y is equals to yc is the deflection at C. Consider only first term. Okay, consider only first term, because A to C, this is also under in region SC. Okay, by this equation, if you are considering at C, if we are consider at C both the terms, okay, both the terms, it means we are putting the value of x is equals to 1. In deflection equation, first term is considering, and second term, if you put the value of x is equals to 1, then it will be 0. Okay, because we are considering the deflection at A. This deflection consider only first term at C. So by the deflection equation, put the value of deflection at C, x is equals to 1. So at C, y is equals to yc, consider only first term. From deflection equation 6, our slope equation number 5 is our slope equation, and equation number 6 is our deflection equation. Okay, now from deflection equation, put the value of x is equals to 1 and y is equals to yc. This is our deflection equation. Put the value of y equal to yc plus 34, value of x is 1, and 75, value of x is equals to 1. After solving this equation, we get the value of minus 69.4333 after solving this numerical term. Okay, now EI is a constant, so divided, send this side, and deflection at yc is equals to minus 69.4333 upon EI, and put the value of EI in our question. Given the value of EI, value of E is equals to 200 into 10 power 6, and value of II is the moment of inertia 7332.9 to 10 power minus 8. The value of EI given in equation. Okay, now put the value of EI, and finally we can calculate the deflection at C. Deflection at C is equals to minus 0.00473 meter, and after converting it, it will mm. In mm, minus 4.73 multiplied by 1000, so it will in mm, 4.73 mm. Okay, now the deflection at C is minus negative 4.73 mm. Okay, and second is deflection at D. Second is deflection at D. In this case, value of x is equals to 3.75. At D, we know that value of A to C is 1 meter and C to D is 2.75 meter. So distance A to D is equals to 3.75 meter. Okay, now put the value of x is equals to 3.75 meter. It means at D, and deflection is YD. YD means deflection at D. In this case, at D, we are considering this is a D is a region from C to D. Okay, this is at D means it is region from C to D, and in this case we can consider first and second term. First term due to 34 forces, 34 kilonewton forces, and second term due to 30 kilonewton. Okay, so consider the first and second term from deflection equation number 6. This is our first term and second term, and put the value of y is equals to yd plus 34, value of x is equals to 3.75. Okay, after putting the value and solving this equation, this is the numerical terms, and we get the value equal to minus 86.79. Okay, minus 86.79. Okay, transfer this EI in downward side and put the value of EI. Value of EI is given in equation in question, and put the value of EI and finally calculate this term, and we get minus 0.005907 in meter, and after multiplying 1000 in mm, minus 5.907. It is the deflection at D. At C, no, it is this is not a C, this is the deflection at D. YD is, it is also YD, it is also YD. So this is the deflection at D, 5.907. This is the deflection at D. Okay, thank you. That's all for today. In next lecture we will discuss the remaining two questions, slope and ABCD, slope at ABCD, and maximum deflection in next lecture. Thank you.